Henshin.
Hello, and welcome to Plebpla. Today is my first FigureRise figure, the 2019 re-release of Kamen RIder Kabuto, or as written in English here, Masked Rider Kabuto, because now you can find this in American store shelves coming soon, along the lines of Diver Nami, Ayame, your Dragon Ball figures. It's a good time. I was so happy to hear that Kabuto got a re-release. Unfortunately, it's just that, a re-release. This, though, was printed good old Year of Our Bandai Lord 2019. Manual is very extensive, primarily in color. This is one of the last steps here. You've got your instructions on the stand, which is included in this kit. How to attach the effect parts. Oh, well, okay, so the manual, I am wrong, is traditionally good old black and white on one side, then flip it around, and it comes in color, with the final page showing off all of the details that you see here. However, first, let's talk about the runners themselves. You get a 2016 runner for, I guess, FigureRise stands. It's got some extra pieces on there that I'm not familiar with because this is my first FigureRise. I don't really buy non-robots very often. Like, ever, I suppose. This should be the first non-robot that I own. You get polycaps, the few extra pieces on there, even as is to be expected. It's the polycap plastic, so that's that. You get a effect part runner, which is only one effect part from 2014. I'm literally just grabbing these out of the box. I did not put these in order. Runner B here, which was all black. Also 2014. As I toss them aside. A very annoying silver runner, runner D. Once more, 2014. If I said 2019 on those last ones, I'm very sorry. I also don't plan this out well. I don't script. I go in raw. That's how we do on Plebpla. We're plebeians. Runner A here, multicolor with the effect part. Once again, 2014. Runner C, a few of the accent parts here and there, and I repeat, 2014. However, finally, what is simply just a few joint pieces and act like kneecap pieces, mostly joints. Runner G here, Bandai Spirits 2019. And one singular alternate piece for on runner F, also Bandai Spirits 2019. And as I dump these runners back, oh no, you can see it right here on the manual. You've got the blue Bandai logo, Bandai Spirits. Another large downside I'm going to have to say to this kit is it's very sticker heavy. Every single one of these stickers is necessary, aside from these here. And this sheet reads as FigureRise-Standard in English, stickers, Masked Rider Kabuto. There is the original the original 2018 release wherein it gave you a sticker sheet to convert to Dark Kabuto, but then it's Dark Kabuto. Buy yourself a second kit. Over here is our friend, Masked Form, Kamen RIder Kabuto. We're going to take him off the stand real quick. He doesn't like to stand on his own, or at least such is my experience. He can and he will, but it requires pressing. On the base here, I used one of the 3 extra stickers. The Zect sticker there on the center of the base, because that's his base. And then 2 smaller Zect stickers right here on the action-based connector that goes directly into his back. One here and one there. As an added bonus, we're gonna dig this one out. Kabuto has 3 different Zector belts. We have the closed version here on the belt. We have an open version here on the belt, both of which very sticker heavy. Now this does move on a hinge, so at least you can get a little that action out of there. That one hinges. This one hinges as well as soon as I get it to go. It doesn't hinge as far though, it stops here, which is fine. It's either open or closed. And then you get a third one, which is simply the Zector itself. Again, as we get all up in there, you can see that sticker it's a very detailed sticker, as well as the minifig of the Zector itself. The wings open and close all on their own. The horn also works with the gold sticker on the underside. And it's just a nice extra piece to have and possibly lose depending on your karma and your luck. I do want to talk about accessories before it moves on, because what we have here is the kunai gun, and I've just got it in the trigger hand to make an example of it. When held as an axe, it doesn't. Like, even this extra piece here, which is not part of the sticker held, I'm holding it flat, turn it, and it proves me wrong. There it goes. But the moral of the story being that it doesn't really hold it in kunai form very well. At least in axe form, I stand corrected. This up front is sticker. This along the handle, that is all sticker, as well as, well, that is a neat gimmick, more very detailed stickers. Now, at least the stickers aren't just like, you know, one slap of color at, but as well as the back of the hand here, it is very, very sticker heavy. This other piece you have here, it will slot right in on top, but once again, you can probably see that seam right there. You can probably see a little bit of that seam there, and when they take it off and give it a rotate, you can tell this boy, that's all sticker. It's very disappointing in its number of stickers, some of which look really good, and I appreciate the amount of detail put into the stickers, but the volume of stickers is preposterous. Like over here, these ankle pieces here, that's all sticker. Along the foot here, these black marks are stickers, and all this around to the other side of the foot, that's all a silver sticker. Over here along the arms, all these red accents, that's all sticker. Of course the Zec logo sticker is here, but you know, that's given. We've got pieces along here, all the way around the back, that's all sticker. This red collar around here up front, as well as around the mask. This dot here, of course, this silver piece along this extra horn. And the best sticker of all, at least, is behind this blue visor, but we will discuss that momentarily. The hand is out. What we're going to do now is transform. We will cast off. change. Beetle. Now, the extra hands over here are the heavily armored hands. Putting all these pieces aside. What we have are many hands for you to hold. There are solid black pieces here with both a red sticker on the palm, color accuracy, and a silver sticker on the back of the hand. You have the traditional and very important walking the path of heaven, the master who will rule over all model kits. We have 2 closed fists, 2 expressive hands, and I could have sworn somewhere in this mess I actually have a proper trigger hand. I seem to have dropped it somewhere. I promise you it exists. Okay. Eventually, I found it. After 10,000 years searching. So, as to prove my point, as traditional trigger hand, splits at the middle, slot that in right there, sandwich it, have a nice day. However, and as soon as I find the other half of the gun, I have noticed that when in gun form, unless you give, a little squeeze here, like a I'm going to adjust you and ruin you squeeze, this part will easily slide out. Now it's got some pressure on it now, so it won't slide out anymore, but upon initial construction it just goes whoop. I do want to show, and I don't remember if I've done this, the amount of detail in these decals. Look at that. Look at that. That's nice. But including the kunai gun with both axe and gun form. Look, you've got axe handle right there, extra axe blade. And that was just the kunai. Which the kunai I wish to show off again, assembled. You also get the one-time, and let me check the manual for what the heck this is even called. The one-time doesn't even say. It just says weapons. Very disappointing. But in 1, maybe 2 episodes, Kabuto used what is basically a mini Zector launcher. Now, this plugs into this hand specifically. It is designed just for that. Kind of a squeeze and press situation going on here. But on the side you get, come on, Zect stickers on the side. This silver and gold sticker here on the top. And while the silver piece is all one solid piece, each of these tiny Kabuto Zectors are individual pieces that must be pressed in there. And if you don't press it in flat, it don't go, it don't stay. It's very complicated. But he holds that shit like a fucking fan. Bam. Now, the most important thing here. Articulation. Now, I will begin with saying that in masked form, you do not get this level of articulation in the elbow. You get about a 90 degree before the bicep armor wants to pop off. And even then, the bicep armor, it says to just press it on there. And I'm probably doing it upside down. No, that's because I'm a stupid. That's the wrong armor. That's the wrong piece. Here we go. The bicep armor. You can see inside, it's got an imprint of this shape here. Let me center that. But even doing so, you press it on there and it might stay initially, but its nature just wants it to pop off. Like, you can see it's pressing back against me. It'll stay there, and then that kind of seals it in, as do the rest of the parts. but once you try to start playing with it, once you go for the elbow, it wants to pop right off. Very bad. The hands are very interesting. While most Gunpla have a sort of, ball and socket joint, this is peg, goes into a ball joint already assembled inside of there. So you get movement here, you get full rotation on that fist, then you hit that nice little, 45-degree angle there. You get some armor articulation here at the shoulder, which is mostly designed to move that out of the way to put the bicep piece in. Easily full 360 scope. Raising it up thanks to that shoulder armor. Gets his arm way up there. Look at that, look at that. You also get a little bit of swing around for the front for when you need to cross that arm up forward. Bam. The head it feels a little loose. Look how easily that rotates. Like, I'm barely pushing it. It's side to side waggle. You get a lot of that, giggity action, and you get the full. I'm gonna say it wrong again. The full freaking twist at the neck. Good grief, why do I try to make this joke every time and then I drop the ball like horrendously? It's not Poltergeist. Exorcist. Dang it, why do I have to say it out loud wrong first? At the waist, you get side to side action. Not really any back bend, but here's where some of the new parts come into play. It's very difficult to see. I'll try to bring this in here. You can press or lift part of this chest up forward and get an additional bit of forward bend in there. You can see the gap where the armor sits. Then you get a lean without that joint, and then lean with the joint. But that also bumps into the Zector. Fortunately, it landed safely. Or did it? Dang it, into the void again. I'll find him later. He's safe. He's fine. As for the legs, you get you get me being rough with my model kits. Come on, pop back in there. Like, I know it should pop. You get a hinge at the leg itself. So you get an extra little bit of pull forward for when you want to swing that leg forward, but it won't go any higher than that. As for getting the leg back, you kind of really don't. Let's see what happens if we... you kind of get something going on there. You get a nice, almost complete knee bend. Kneecap moves as well. The foot, full rotation. Side to side action like the Barbados kits. Some front and back. If you're not careful, if you push too far front, you'll pull it out of its joint, but it's not like you're breaking it, so it's fine. Now, the part that matters the most for Kabuto itself is that dynamic split. You have to get that leg extension in there. That's critical, because the last thing that I have not covered is this. A very hype, nice effect part. This is probably what I'm not seeing in Gunpla. It's mostly a FigureRise thing. You'll hook that right in there at the ankle, because that'll hold it in place. Maybe if I assemble that correctly. Bam. Plug that bad boy back in. Lock it in. Rider kick. Now, as Kamen RIder Kabuto was my first Rider series, so I have a very biased opinion. This is amazing. I'm happy just owning this, but as an experience, It's certainly an experience, but the stickers here at the ankle, here at the wrist around here, every fist, all these silver patches along the head, this little crest here behind the Kabuto horn, the Zectors, the armor, where did it go? The gun, the kunai gun. It's a sticker nightmare, and I have not put so many stickers on anything since an SD. And we saw the last time I put stickers on an SD. Those shit fell apart, but that's something completely different. So, if you're a fan of Kamen Rider and you find this one out in the wild, ZEON says fund it. However, don't go out of your way to get it. While it's a rehash from 2014, it's still great. It holds up. I have nothing to compare it to except a friend has one and he's way off in California. I can't access what he has to compare to what I have here. Stay tuned for more Gunpla reviews, because slowly but surely I'm getting through my backlog, as well as cutting in with new, fresh, and exciting model kits that are relevant to only me and me alone, because I'm the only one that's going to watch Ghost Order and give you a review on that model. But I thank y'all for watching, and as always, Rider.